Hello and welcome back, fellow YouTubers. This project is I've always wanted to have a go at making a clock. Just as usual, never got around to it. But I was given a clock movement by one of the brother-in-laws. He ordered one that it was supplied incorrectly, and the eBay seller was being an idiot and refused to take it back. So I've ended up with it. I have no idea whether this is what it's going to truly look like. I can picture it, but that don't mean anything, as we all know. This is going to be a massive experiment in probably every department. So hopefully you'll stick with me. Hopefully you will enjoy it. And we'll see how we get on. So I've been in two minds which way to go at this, but this is 30mm. Yeah, just fractionally over 30mm. So what I'm thinking is this is going to be the front, and obviously that's going to be the back. So I'm just trying to decide when I want to engrave the numbers around the outer. Now I'm going to use these, which are the cut-offs, to balance the laser engraver, because I think it will tip when it gets to certain points out here. So I can have a go now at engraving this, and if I don't like it I can still turn it off or do something else, or attack it another way. So that's the plan anyway. So what I will also do is I will mark that distance as a centre line all the way around. So now what I'm planning to do is, again, go back to the protractor. If we were to say that was 12, and obviously that's 3, the other two are 30 degrees apart. So if I mark 30 there and come from the centre to there, that just gives me my centre point for the numbers. I don't know whether that will show up or not. Hopefully it will show up somewhat. So I've now got my 12 points. So right, let's see whether we can engrave these and what they look like. We'll let that cool, and then we should be able to turn the back. As you've just seen me, I've just measured that. That is 30mm. Now I have had a little bit of a practice on just a bit of board, and just chopped it out so it'll fit. And I think the recommended from what I've read is about 3mm, and surprisingly that's what I've worked this one out to be. So I've got to try and go 27mm from this face, so that should be fun. So I've got a 70mm portion of it, which I don't think is going to be, well, it's not going to be quite big enough, because as you've seen I've had to chop out the corners, but I can either make it a bit rounder on the lathe, or I can cut some squares out. I don't know, I haven't decided yet which way to go. So that's the next step. So. Right, well that measures 27. He says hopefully, no. Yep, 27mm. There ain't a lot left in there. Right, I'll put the 70 in and see whether we can cut that. Well, the bit that made everybody jump, especially me, was the hot melt glue has warmed up and I suppose delaminated or come unstuck. So I've got to heat up my gun, which is there, and put some more back in. But it's running out a little bit, but it's livable, and I can do something about all that once I've stuck it back down again. So just to keep you informed of what happened there. I'm going to sand this up, the back up, so that then I can hold this in the front, and maybe just tidy up the front, sand it up gently with the engraving already on it. But I think I've got to put a hole through here for the spindle. I think we're then just up to that point, so I'll bring you back once I've sanded it all up and apply some kind of a finish. Not sure what that's entirely going to be yet, so see you in a bit. We are now sanded up to 400 grit on the outside, inside, and this as well. I'm going to go with boiled linseed oil, because I don't know where this clock is going to end up. I'm just thinking we'll go with a nice finish that will cure over time, and could look nice. Yeah, I think that's a good choice. Right, I'm just going to let that dry for a little bit. Going to have some lunch, and we'll take it off and turn it round. As you can see, now I've got this off the lathe, and I've got to get the hot melt glue off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to show some patience, which is not my strong point. And this is denatured alcohol, or methylated spirits here in the UK, take your pick, same thing. And I'm just going to have to try and melt this. It'll probably take me 3 or 4 goes to get this off, but I don't really want to damage too much this surface because there isn't a great deal behind it, so I will just have to keep applying a bit and coming back to it. So I will come back and you'll see this when we get this off, hopefully very soon. Right, it came off with a little bit of patience and a nice sharp chisel, very carefully done. But yeah, quite pleased with it. That's it all mounted up. A little bit of wobble on that, but not bad at all really. But what I think I am going to probably do is, don't know whether you can see there's a mark there and there's one the other side. I've worked out roughly where this hollow is, and I've allowed a little bit extra. I'm probably going to highlight somehow or other, I'm not entirely sure, possibly with a point tool here and just inside this, and maybe just scoop out or flatten down this area here just to give it a kind of a feature. There isn't much I can do with it obviously, but that's my current thinking at the moment anyway, so we'll see how we get on. Right, I'm going to sand that up and I will be back. Right, there you go. That's all I'm going to do to it. I'm just going to put some board linseed oil on it and assemble it. And finally, we have got to the end of this. One thing and another, and strange decisions that we all make, but there you go. So, there you have wood turning was negligible, hardly anything, but yeah, it's been an interesting one, I must admit. There's the back on that. I have actually had to cut a couple of little pieces just to keep this movement just in, stop it turning, but yeah, quite pleased. It's different, but there you go. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you stuck with me, and maybe you will come back for the next one. So take care. Cheers, Jeff.